24 icebergs were melting into the pavement in London. OMG, Oceans Melting Greenland, NASA project measuring accelerating ice loss. Over several days, the icebergs glistened and contorted, softly sculpted by the warming air, which worked like Bernini's fingers upon them. Holes and gaps emerged and disappeared. Streaks of iridescent blue revealed the layered snowfall of tens of thousands of years. Olafur Eliasson had brought them from the sea near Greenland for Ice Watch, an artistic reminder that 10,000 of these icebergs fall into the ocean every second. I picked up my daughter Wild early from nursery so she could see the ice before it ran into the River Thames. Her instinctive impulse was to lick it and laugh. It's a strange time to be alive. Perhaps all times feel like peculiar ones, yet now feels particularly riddled with contradiction. Is this the best moment ever? Are we on the brink of extinction? Can both be true? From ancient religious texts to medieval paintings and Hollywood movies, apocalypse has long haunted our imaginations like a burning shadow. Yet it is not just the artists, mystics, or zealots who are raising the alarm. This time, it's the scientists. We are, they tell us, as we party, love, queue, pay our taxes, at the beginning of the sixth mass extinction. We may not be the first to dance into our death. In fact, many believe affluence and apocalypse travelled together. Easter Island in the 14th to 15th centuries was probably a good time and place to be alive. There were about 15,000 Rapa Nui indigenous people on the island. An ambitious, complex society, they carved elegant sculptures from volcanic ash, some 10 metres tall. 900 enigmatic ancestral faces, imbued with mana, the sacred spirit of their ancestors, continue to watch over the world. Yet the Rapa Nui's industriousness, combined with overpopulation and the introduction of the Polynesian rat, led the island to become heavily deforested. Land birds became extinct, the soil was eroded, and water resources dried up. When European colonizers arrived in 1722, the population had dwindled to a few thousand people. Infamously, if you put a frog in boiling water, it will jump out. But if you put a frog in warm water and slowly heat it to boiling point, the frog will stay until its end. Our planet is slowly warming around us, literally melting, and yet we haven't jumped. Are we frogs? Dazzled and distracted by the rainbows cast in our glass of warming water, too comfortable or conditioned to take the leap? Would leaving feel lonely? Weird? Uncool? Imagine if the dinosaurs or the dodo had directed their own swan songs. We may become the first species to document our own extinction. People make plays, songs, and paintings about the crisis. Look, I'm writing this. A book about the ways in which people are trying to halt the sixth mass extinction. Because another possibility exists. We could become the first species to prevent a mass extinction. Dwell on that. Solastalgia. The anguish caused by environmental alterations due to droughts and destructive mining. Taking the Latin word for comfort, solatium, and the Greek root designating pain, algia. A neologism that sums up the devastating effects of finding unease where you used to look for relief. I often feel like a frog. To truly, deeply accept what 99.99% of the scientists are telling us is so profoundly earth-shattering, it makes it hard to carry on as normal, as life invariably encourages us to do. Whenever I do connect with the scientific facts, I find myself crying. Then I ask myself, how can we jump out? Trying to answer that question is the point of this book. In many ways, I've written it for myself. You know how you can be so good at giving relationship advice to a friend, but really you're just talking to yourself.